guys, today I wanted to do a day in my life vlog, but I've decided to do it with a little bit of a twist and film my day to day inspired by the actor James Dean. I really like the actor James Dean and I wanted to do things today that he may have done or he liked doing and add them into my day. So I've started with the outfit I'm wearing today, which is inspired by James Dean's look in the film Rebel Without a Cause. If you haven't seen the film and you're a fan of Futurama, you may recognise the outfit. It also looks like what what's his name? Fry wears in Futurama, and it's this red jacket. This is my Harrington jacket, and just a plain white t-shirt and some blue jeans. Never know how best to film outfits. I always just find it really awkward. I got these jeans from the online shop called Boohoo. I don't really wear jeans a lot. I find jeans quite uncomfortable to wear, but I really love these jeans. I did have to roll them up at the bottoms though, because the jeans are quite long for me. But I noticed in some scenes James Dean's jeans are slightly rolled up at the end, so I think that's okay. I got the Harrington jacket online as well. I got this from Amazon, and the white t-shirt. I don't know where I got this from. I've had this in my wardrobe for a long time. But it's a very basic outfit to put together and so iconic, really famous look. So yeah, this is my look inspired by James Dean's character, Jim Stark, from A Rebel Without a Cause. Apparently James Dean wasn't much of a reader, but he did like writing and he loved poetry. And he also really enjoyed this book, The Little Prince, which I happen to have. I love this story. I've read it quite a few times myself. Apparently James Dean used to reach for it and read like quotes and parts of the book to himself. Although this book was written for children, it's also equally enjoyable for many adults because the poetic writing style is just incredible. I love the messages as well that's been told throughout this book. So I started my day by reading the book. It's a very, very short book. It takes me just under an hour to get through it all. And I'm just going to read to you one of my favourite parts of the book now. Grown-ups love figures. When you talk to them about a new friend, they never ask questions about essential matters. They never say to you, what does his voice sound like? What games does he prefer? Does he collect butterflies? They ask you, how old is he? How many brothers does he have? How much does he weigh? How much money does his father earn? It is only then that they feel they know him. If you were to mention to grown-ups, I've seen a beautiful house built with pink bricks with Geminis on the windowsills and doves on the roof, they would not be able to imagine such a house. You would have to say to them, I saw a house worth £100,000. Then they would exclaim, oh, how lovely. I also thought it'd be fun, if you haven't read the book, to play this little game. So, what image do you see here? I did this little test on my sister who has never read this book herself, and I asked her what she thought the image looked like, and she said that she thought it looked like a hat, which I thought was quite funny because in this book, the man who drew this picture as a child, whenever he showed adults the picture, they always said, it's a hat, why did you draw a picture of a hat? And he was going around showing this picture to different people, seeing if they saw things the way he saw things. And so this is what it says in the book. I showed my masterpiece to the grown-ups and asked them if my drawing frightened them. They answered, why should anyone be frightened by a hat? My drawing did not represent a hat. It was supposed to be a boa constrictor digesting an elephant. So I made another drawing of the inside of a boa constrictor to enable the grown-ups to understand they always need explanations. This is the other drawing. Apparently James Dean also enjoyed writing. I read that he mostly enjoyed writing poetry, and I also love writing, and I'm currently writing a novel at the moment, so I think this is just perfect. I usually try to write at least for an hour a day, and so I thought I would spend my morning doing some writing. I'm going to stop here. I've been writing for about an hour and a half. It's now 1 o'clock, so I think I'm going to go and get something to eat now. When looking online what kind of food James liked to eat, I read that apparently he really liked eating pizza and spaghetti and meatballs. Those were two of his favourite dishes. And I haven't had spaghetti and meatballs in ages, so I decided to eat that today. And here's my dish. One of James's biggest hobbies was in motorsports. He was really into cars. He bought various different vehicles in his lifetime. And so I've decided I'm going to go for a drive now. I'm not actually a big fan of driving myself. I'm quite a nervous driver, but I love my car. It was a car that I'd wanted for years. I saved up for it, and it's a Fiat 500 and it's a blue one. I love it, really love my car. So yeah, let's go for a drive now. And here is my beautiful car. What I really love about this car is the white inside here, the white wheel. It looks very vintage, I think. I don't have anywhere to put my camera, to set up my camera in the car, so I'm having my sister kindly hold the GoPro for me at the moment. I'm going to need to buy one of those things that attach on the car. Just down the road here, there's a house that has two cats, two really beautiful fluffy ginger cats. I'll have to try and show you them sometime. They're so cute. Where I live, there's a long stretch of road which is perfect for driving down if you're a learner car. So we have a lot of learners along this road, but it was also the perfect road to go down when I first got this car, because I wanted somewhere to practice my driving, and it's just one straightforward road, but there's a lot of roundabouts. I have another thing in common with James Dean. He really loved photography. He took a lot of self-portraits, and I also love taking photos. And as it's quite a nice day today, I've decided to go for a walk and take some photos. I've just seen that cat I was talking to you about earlier in the car. Here it is. Come here. Come and say hello. Oh, you are gorgeous. You are absolutely gorgeous. So cute. Oh, he's so fluffy. Beautiful. Bye-bye. Stopped to take some photos and it started tipping it down with rain. So now I'm rushing back home because I don't want to get this camera wet. Just so typical. Ended up having to run that last bit home because it really started tipping it down. So I'm feeling a little tired now, but I'm going to rest and I'm going to listen to some Frank Sinatra, because apparently one of the artists that James Dean liked listening to was Frank Sinatra, and I do like a lot of his songs. My favourite is, completely forgot the name of it, My Way. Of course, My Way. I really love the words to that song. That's right, said the fox. To me you are still just a little boy, like 100,000 other little boys, and I have no need of you, and you have no need of me either. To you I am just a fox like 100,000 other foxes, but if you tame me, we shall need one another. To me you will be unique, and I shall be unique to you. I'm feeling a little hungry now, and I read online that James liked Hortense Winslow's banana salad, and I found a video put on by Recipes for Rebels, which I'm going to follow. It looks quite straightforward, although I'm not the best at cooking, but it does seem like a straightforward recipe, so I'm going to give it a go. It looks really nice as well. The recipe calls for 1 cup of sugar, and in England we don't actually measure in cups, but a few months ago I bought these measuring cups from Amazon. It tells you what equals at the side, so this one is 1 cup, So that's going to come in handy now. So far I've added 1 cup of brown sugar and a tablespoon of flour. And now I'm going to add in 1 cup of milk. I'm now just heating the ingredients until the mixture thickens slightly. Okay, I'm just going to take that off the heat, and in here I just beat 1 egg, which I'm now going to add into the mixture. And now I'm just going to add that back onto the heat and stir again. Okay, this is what I've got now, this thick liquid, which I think looks nice. It definitely smells nice. And I've now got to add this into the fridge. I'm going to just let it cool down a bit beforehand. I've chopped up the bananas, and once the dressing has cooled down, I'm going to add it to the top. Here is my finished banana salad. I just added a few peanuts on top. I'm not a big fan of peanuts, so I didn't add too many, but I'm going to try this now. That banana salad was so nice, really enjoyed that. So now I'm going to get into my pyjamas and I'm going to watch, of course, a James Dean film, and I'm going to watch East of Eden, which I have actually never seen before, so I'm really excited. I just got this film the other day, so that's what I'm going to watch in a minute. I just think it's so sad and such a shame that James Dean only really starred in 3 major films before dying at the age of 24. Is just so sad. But although he only lived a very short life and only really had a short career, really, he did those 3 films in just over a year. He became such a legend, one of the biggest Hollywood actors and such a cultural icon. So just showed what a talent he was.
Cow. Cow.
I've just finished watching East of Eden. I really enjoyed the film. It's based on a novel by John Steinbeck, and I haven't actually read that particular novel of his before, so I didn't know what the film was going to be about, and I did really enjoy it. I especially loved James Dean's performance in the film. There's just something about him that just captivates me to watching. His performance is always so amazing, and he just makes the films even more interesting. I read too that a lot of that film he improvised a lot of the scenes. So the scene where he's crying after he gives his dad the $5,000, that apparently wasn't written. What he was supposed to have done was give the money and then run out of the room, but instead he collapses on his dad crying, and they decided to keep that in the film, and apparently that happened quite a lot throughout the film with his improvisations. I think between the 2 films of his I've seen, though, I prefer Rebel Without a Cause a little bit more. I'm going to end the vlog here. I don't really plan to do anything else today other than maybe read in bed, but I've really enjoyed making this vlog today. I've just really enjoyed planning my day today around James Dean and his interests. I've just found it so fun. I think I'm going to be doing more vlogs like this in the future, but with other celebrities. I was thinking of maybe doing another star from the 1950s, maybe Marilyn Monroe, because I really love Marilyn Monroe, and so maybe I'll do her next. So I just want to end this video by saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Grown-ups never understand anything by themselves, and it is rather tedious for children to have to explain things to them time and again.